Well, I told Jaron before the game, I told Bob Mangine to give him smelling salts before the game, and I think it worked. It's the best start. He come out ready to play, got off to a great start. I thought our defense, I think we forced 5 turnovers in their first 5 possessions, somebody just told me. We got them on their heels early with our defensive pressure. They're a team that really likes to get the ball inside, so our game plan was to put as much pressure on them as we could to not let them run their offense, because they're a high execution team. They came in averaging over 85 a game or something. So happy with our effort, but obviously we got a lot of stuff to work on. But I'm going to keep saying that we've got a lot of guys that are going to play a lot better as the season goes on, especially our freshmen and sophomores. But even Trey Scott, guys in the starting lineup. But I think Nas's hard work is really paying off. If he can keep giving us a physical presence, it changes a lot. It really changes a lot. When you got a guy that can score down low and make free throws, and he can protect the rim. He's got 2 block shots. It's huge for your offense. He looked like a veteran out there tonight when he was out there. He played 23 minutes. I probably screwed our flow up in the first half with our substitution patterns. But I got to try to get some guys some minutes. It's the only way they're going to get experience. The only way to develop your bench is to play them. You got to play them. You don't play them, you can't develop them. You got to play them. Don't look so excited, guys.
Jaron says in practice you keep telling him to talk,
Yeah.
Step up.
Well, he's our best player and he's our leader, and we need his voice. He's also our smartest player. You know, his body language is really, really confusing for people that don't know him. He's a great guy, you know, but he's got a look on his face sometimes like you wonder, you know, he's not a guy running around smiling all the time, you know, and he talks really low. We need his voice, because he's got to get guys. Good teams, their veteran players help each other. They get each other in the right spot, and he knows more than anybody out there, because he's played. Him and Justin are the 2 I'm on the most about it. They got to get guys in the right spot. They got to talk on everything. We're going through whether we're going through a walkthrough, you know, you gotta practice like a winning team. So when you guard another team's plays, your captains, your better players, guys like that. I'm not a big captain guy, because I think everybody should care as much about the team from 1 through 15 for us. But you got to be the guy getting people in the right spot, and it's going on a long time around here. That's why you win. He doesn't just and it's a new role for him. That's the biggest thing for him. Scoring more is not hard for him. What I'm talking about. For him and Justin and Kane, Trey's in his 4th year, Nasir, you know, they're so used to Jacob and Gary and Kyle doing all the talking, getting everybody in the right spot. Biggest adjustment for us. But hey, a lot of people got the same, you know, everybody has players graduating, so he's got to do it though. If we're going to be any good, he's got to. We need his voice, not just his points.
Whether it's Jaron coming out faster or the team coming out with better intensity to start, is that frustrating, encouraging, knowing that sometimes if you just have to tell them that and remind them of that, they can do it?
You can say a lot of things. You can tell them a lot of stuff. Doesn't mean it always happens. What I would tell you is we're better than Western Michigan. Okay, we should be. Okay, Coach Hawkins, a great guy, has been there a long time. But we're at Cincinnati, okay? And we made shots early. Everything else would just be flowery talk from me to give you an answer. We have a better team. We should be a better team than them. And we made, I don't know the numbers, but we made a lot of shots early, hence the lead. So when the ball goes in, obviously, it's a lot easier. I thought our passing, we had a couple good, even when we got fouled, We had a nice high-low series where Mamadou got fouled, and he's our best free throw shooter, and he missed 2. He's nervous. He's really happy to get him in there. I think he can help us.
Is Jaron a hard guy to reach?
No, he's a naturally quiet guy. Tremendous guy. His body language will fool you. His body language will fool you because you think he's reclusive or, when people don't talk a lot, you think, that guy thinks he's better than people or he's a mean guy. Obviously, he's a tough-looking dude. He's the nicest guy in the world. Too nice at times. You need his voice.
I mean, just in terms of getting to assert himself. I mean, he asserted himself playing in high school. Obviously, this is a different level, but.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I think what I learned recruiting him was when the going got tough was when he was at his best. That's when when I saw those moments is when I fell in love with him. Because, a lot of guys, they get stats, but they're getting layups on the break. I watched him, and you could, when things got tough is when he was at his best. Whether it was a loose ball, whatever, in high-level games. But, it's the new role for him. Being the sophomore on a team with a first-round pick and 2 seniors, versus he's got to give him a chance. That's what I said last time. I mean, look, let's be fair. SK was a 5th-year guy when he was a great player. It's a process, And the way I look at it, it's my job to get him there. It's what the hell he signed for me. He signed with me for a reason. The only problem I have, though, is he and I have one thing in common. Vertical leap. Not a good thing. He's got 0 rebounds. I got to get him in there. Got to get a few more rebounds. He's got to use his body because his vertical leap. Actually, mine was better when I had 2 knees. Was better than his, I think.
I saw that picture of you dunking.
Exactly. Back when there was a Cincinnati Post, I was in it. When everybody looked that up.
The guys were talking about Keith on defense, getting, I think, 13 deflections.
Yeah, he had a lot. He's a great athlete, 4 steals. 3 turnovers, no good. I guess he stepped on the end line after that 1 steal. Again, Keith is a work in progress. It's like I told Trevor and Rashawn, they're both really good shooters, and neither one of them made a 3 all season. So I told, everybody cares but me. I just want you to worry about getting better. That, that'll happen in time. Just you got to keep getting better. You can't say, when my career's over, I'm not playing as much, the ball's not going in. Look what happened to Kane Broome. Okay, you had a couple bad games, now you had a couple of great games. You just got to focus on what you can control. Keep getting guys better. We got a lot of guys that need to improve. And as they improve, our team will improve. But yeah, and Keith is one of them.
Is defense his role? Is it energy? Is it more nuanced than that?
Yeah, I'm not a big role guy. I don't know, I think your role is to try to do everything well. Obviously, he's not looking to fire a 3 up every time. But either should Jaron. If he's not open, he should be a passer. But when you're a great athlete, like what we've told Keith is you got to focus. We need offensive rebounding because Jaron struggling to get over his stat sheet with his leap right now. Okay, offensive rebounding is about numbers. You got to get 3 guys to the glass, sometimes 4, and he's in the lineup to give us defense, offensive rebounding. But it's not like I tell him not to score. Just let the game come to him, pick his spots. But he's not running around hunting 3s. But I don't even have to tell him that. He knows that, I think.
It seems like that switch for him and Kane in the starting lineup has been paying off.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm still not sure about all that, as time goes. Kane's a really good player. He just got off to a rough start. And the way I look at it is I need to coach him better. Logan didn't have a good game tonight, but he's going to be our best player someday at Cincinnati, in my opinion. So it's just progress. Everybody wants to watch one game and of all these games and say, like Jacob Evans, he's not playing right now for Golden State. Well, it doesn't matter. He can't control that. Just try to get better every day. I mean, who knows where he'll be in 5 years, how good he can be. It's hard though with young people, because, you know, the sky's falling when you're dealing with them. So you gotta keep them fighting through it. You know, it's not, you're not going, like, even our team, you know, we're a work in progress, man. We just are.
What was with playing Mamadou Diarra really early in the game? Getting his minutes?
He earned playing time in practice. I think I'm gonna leave you guys with this. As a coach, you can't tell guys that they need to get better in certain areas, and if they do really well in practice and their effort's great, you got to play them. Because if you don't, then why would you keep working hard if you were a player? The other thing is, if guys don't do what they're supposed to do, and you still play them, then if I was a player, I wouldn't believe anything the coach said. You know, you got a guy that earns playing time in practice, you can't be afraid to put him in the game. He deserves a chance. You know, then how long he stays in depends on his performance. But Mamadou's maintained a great attitude throughout, sitting on the bench a lot. But he's just, that's what I told him, you know, but everybody thinks they're going to play college 1 year and go to the pros. So that's the job. Like I said, I should have went to law school like my mom told me. I didn't pay attention enough at St. Anne's in the South. Thanks, guys.